Hey, what's up? Time for another episode of the DIRTE36, the $180 running and driving BMW that we have been converting into a drift missile. We have actually only spent a little under $1,000. That sounds like a lot, but considering of everything we've done in this car, it's dirt cheap. Earlier, we were deciding what steering wheel we were going to use, and we picked one out, and we had to go to Ace Hardware in order to get the hardware we needed. Essentially, we were walking around the store, and I saw these. And so you see it's neochrome, just like titanium exhaust that you would buy for thousands of dollars. It was something ridiculous. But me being kind of silly and realizing that we're on a budget, could we turn these water bottles into exhaust tips for this drift car? Now, are they gonna look perfect? Absolutely not. But for having a titanium neochrome exhaust tip for $30, we're gonna see if we can make it work. Apparently these are stainless steel, so we need to investigate if it will weld correctly. So we're gonna see, and thankfully it comes with stuff we can kind of observe, cut. We're probably gonna try and cut here. Also going to install the steering wheel today, like we said, and we are in the home stretch. After this, we are going after the seat and a few other things to finish off the car, and I cannot wait. So let's get started. I was gifted these generic fender flares, but unfortunately, these are a big fat no-go. They are way too short. They're definitely for like a 240 or a Miata or something. But you know what? That's okay. I don't think we'll be needing that anyway. Would have been kind of cool though, right? James here handed me one of the water bottles we're gonna use as a test to see what it looks like on the back. So, traditional water bottle. Today's unboxing video. This guy off. Oh, that's a nice sound. We just left it plugged and ran the car. That'd be a great idea. Right here is our blast pipes, but what's kind of ironic is that basically fits. So out of pure chance and me eyeballing, it was pretty close. So even if we are welding this, so we're gonna weld this on there, it isn't too far of a stretch and we won't be messing with it too much, but we're probably gonna get rid of this or at least cut this off, because then it just looks like this ridiculous trumpet coming off the back, and it looks like you would install one of those turbo whistles in here. Basically see what we can do with this metal, because we don't even know if it's gonna weld correctly. If not, we tried something cool, and now you can learn that too if you have a welder at home. All right, here's our cut exhaust.
So I got a deburn tool, clean all the burrs off of it. Now we got a good clean exit.
Look at that. Not bad.
America.
It's very hard to cut this, and it's very thin.
Look at that.
Yeah, it's gonna look like money. Question, David, do you want them to match each other right next to each other? Or you want to do like a crazy burn off?
Let's do a crazy burn off, bro.
Okay. So the one that's next to the other one is not gonna look anything like it burn wise, but it'll still be burned. A little bit, you know, like a little offset like that.
What do you think, George? Was it a good idea?
I don't think you can look any more neochrome than that, brother. It looks like we cut soda cans open and slid them on the tip of the pipe.
You're not wrong, kind of.
I mean, they're basically almost like soda cans. They're just threadable soda
They just
cans.
came with insulation inside it.
Yes, but they look cool. Blue, purple, and then as soon as you go underneath, it turns yellow right here instantly, which is really cool.
Why did they spend all this money on this exhaust, George? They could have gone to Ace Hardware, gotten titanium exhaust.
I have no idea.
He's so tired of me. So if you ever wondered what 300,000 miles looks like under a car and you just want to clean out the insulation, this is what it looks like. James and Santiago, you did a hell of a job.
It's mostly this guy though.
But would you like to explain what you accomplished?
I took all that stuff out of there, bro. It was caught
Oh
all up in here. And now it's caught all up in my shirt. And in my lungs. Essentially.
My lungs.
And my lungs.
Ridiculous. The car sat at an auction for so long, it just gathered up everything. Look at that tech.
All right, where's the other one at? Still good?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, sweet.
So the only thing we need to do now is take some of this rod that we have right here and weld it across so we can hold them together like that. Touching perfect America status.
I'd like to thank Ace Hardware for their involuntary sponsor of the water bottle exhaust tip mod. In other words, it actually worked. I'm actually really surprised, but hey, kind of a cool idea, do it yourself, fun idea. Arts and crafts, right, George? Yes. Arts and crafts. Don't really think this is great, okay? A lot of the times aftermarket wheels aren't necessary for builds, but this time around,
Oh, yeah,
we're
definitely.
like, straight up, we need a wheel. It's gonna make life easier, but we just don't know where to get one. So we've been contemplating on where to get one, and honestly, I just don't, oh wait. Oh my God, we're right across the street from Avenue.
What's going on?
We came to pick up one of them there steering wheels.
This one right here, we just finished it for a customer. He ordered that custom painted. He sent us a picture of what he was wanting. And we just, that's what he sent to us.
He literally just said, I want this, and you just put it on there.
Yes.
So this is the black suede with the black stitching.
Oh,
Wow,
I love the centerpiece.
Like this though. Feel it, David.
It's the one.
Yeah, I'm sure you feel it great in those clothes, huh?
These are my driving gloves.
All our steering wheels, they come with the matching horn bezel and horn, your hardware.
So it's all
your wiring
together.
harness. It's
Yeah.
all
Cool.
together. You know, all the steering wheels, we make them really, really smooth.
Yeah.
And then we put the primer on it, we put the paint, and then we finish them with 3 coats of clear. And also, just to let you know, all this is, mahogany wood. Which we use to paint over it, right?
Yeah.
All the steering wheels, they have a steel ring inside for extra strength. So I could lean my whole body on these steering wheels and it doesn't do anything.
We went across the street, made sure to pick out which wheel we wanted, and we got this beautiful suede steering wheel by Avenue. It's extremely durable, and we cannot wait to use this very nice wheel in this drift car, because the suede is a nice equal medium between leather and plastics and all kind of that stuff, but this feels really nice. Can't wait to install it and see how it goes. Right?
Yes.
So we're here in the back of the car, and on these cars, obviously the battery's in the back right. You want to unplug the battery and let the airbag memory module have about 5 to 10 minutes to reset, because it does hold power once the battery loses power, so the airbags are still able to work. So I would unplug the battery and then wait 10, 15, 20 minutes, and then you're able to pull the airbag. And then we'll go up front up here on the steering wheel. On the side of the airbags, you have a bolt here and a bolt here on both sides, and they're on the side right here, and they are a T30 Torx bit on each side. Once you pull both of the bolts out of the side, basically the airbag will come forward. There'll be a little plug right here. Make sure you unplug that, move it out of the way, and then you're able to come in here and get to the center bolt. Make sure your steering wheel is straight. Make sure it's, generally straight. And it's a 16 millimeter. You can use your little impact gun, pull it off, and then it slides
Just like
off.
that.
Just make sure that you're careful whenever you let all this kind of hang there for a second. Now that we got the factory steering wheel off, we are ready for the press hub. If you look at the back of this thing, I don't know if you can see or not how it's splined. And then the factory splines here. So that's why whenever you pull your factory steering wheel off, make sure your wheel is straight. And what you want to do is take the hub part of it and find a bolt hole that's up. And then that way you want to mark it if it doesn't come with it. So at least you know where your up hole is. And what you want to do is just sight it. And I'd say we're gonna go on probably about right there. You see that section right there? Kind of like our keyway. And that aligns with the top section. So we'll take that and these bolts that are supplied with it, 3mm. So now that we've established our keyway is up top for dead center, you find the keyway on this thing and you basically put it on. And then once you figure out where dead center is, that'll be your dead center hole. And we went got fancy stainless hardware. So we'll get this set up on here. And no, we're not running a horn because it didn't work in the first place.
Just like that, it was over.
I'm glad we did suede. I like it.
I agree. Suede was the right way to go.
Look at this mess we got to do on the seat next. So we have Sparco mounting plate, Sparco sliders, and we have an NRG seat coming. So we'll pull this out next when we do our seats. And this headliner, we gotta do something about that too, David, huh?
Can we just rip it out?
Yeah,
okay,
absolutely.
thank you, because it makes me cry. And it makes me sneeze from my allergies. Okay, so I'm gonna be using my degreaser in order to clean up these taillights. These are the taillights we're actually gonna be using on the BMW because the other ones are kind of trash beyond repair. So these we're gonna clean up and then we're gonna use VH Nightshade, but in red, not in black, to tint them, to kind of even out the color scheme. That way we get rid of this really ugly kind of orange reverse or blinker lights. So, be generous with it. Look at that. Yeah, just a little bit more love, it'll get all of it. But that was pretty much in one swipe. Yeah, so as long as you use microfiber towels or a tool that you don't care about anymore, you're good to go to use the degreaser on old. I mean, this taillight has 300,000 miles on it. So, and it came right off. Yes. So for the nightshade, I'm gonna scuff this to stick on there. I love this stuff, dude. It's like therapeutic for me.
I've only painted 4 cars.
We're going to show you the diff and the process to make the diff better for this E36 BMW. Right, George?
That's right, David Patterson.
What are we doing, George?
We are going to jam a bunch of welding wire in the hole and hopefully it locks up.
Wow, I can't wait. Yes. It's your birthday.